It's changed since I've been here at first, you know. I've seen people come and go, but mostly it's stayed the same. The core values that we stand up on, just, we all work together as a team. I like working with people I work with a lot. There's some people that left that I missed working with, but times move on. But people I work with now, like Justin, Anna, Zach, they're all great. Jen's fun too.
Sean's just always been chill, like ever since I've worked with him, I always tell him to do something and he'll do it. Like if you ever need anything from him, he'll always be there to help you out. He's been a real helpful guy.
I really like new school, comic book style. Ever since I started, I love traditional, but I always had kind of trouble with it, making things so simple. But ever since I started, I always asked Justin for help, which he's always helped me from day one. CJ always helped me out too. I always think I fall back on new school because a little more lenient. Your line work doesn't have to be one same consistency throughout the whole thing. If you mess up, okay, pull that up a little bit. You got a lot more leeway. So I guess that's the easier one to start off with. But traditional gives you the foundations and the structure and the discipline, and I think that's what keeps drawing me back to it. That's why I want to learn so much, is because of the discipline. Because from there you can build so many more building blocks, which you lose a lot more if you just start off with say new school or anything else. People always ask me if I'm good or not. I say, look, my portfolio speaks for itself. If you like my work, then you like my work. Great, appreciate it. I'm more than welcome to do a tattoo on you. If it's something I don't feel comfortable doing, I'll pass it off to an artist that works here that may be more suited for it. I would never jump to something that I don't feel comfortable doing, just because I don't want the person to walk out here unhappy. I would love to maybe work with the artist and shoot some ideas their way. Just shoot. I like not having a TV. I love that. I don't, having a TV at the shop is fine, but I feel like I'd be afraid to be more of a distraction, than having one-on-one conversation with the person. Music's great, kind of breaks the awkward silence or monotonous. Also, when you're, like when I'm doing line work, I don't really talk that much. I'm trying to focus on lines. Line work's the fundamental of your tattoo. If you don't have clean line work, you're not gonna have anything good. You can have phenomenal shading, but if you don't have good line work, it's just gonna look like crap. Because that's what holds the structure and the foundation together. Shading, I'll shoot, I'll talk to people, no problem. But when I do line work, I like to have, concentrate on that solely. And I always have music playing, either my record player, 8-track player, or my iPod. I like working two different shops. It's just like when she worked at the other place, I call on the phone, talk a little bit during the day, text her the other day, smiley face, love. But then, when we go home, we talk, how was your day? Oh, I did this, dope drawing, or I did this painting. I have so many ideas. And we'll go home and paint together, but as far as talking about work, we talk about for like 5 minutes and just kind of squash it, We're at home, I'll ask her for advice, and she'll critique the crap out of me, which I love. Because Andy used to do it instead of Crystal, they say, that was like crap, and this is why. And that you see that for next time, so it just helps you progress and get better to have constantly that person tell you, maybe you should work on this a little more, because you'll see things that maybe you didn't see, or you're in denial about it, but then someone else says, you're like, okay, maybe I should work on it. I met her on Halloween. Crystal kept telling me and Zach how to pick up chicks, and she kept saying it really creepy. And then I kept noticing Sam look at us, but I thought she was checking out Zach, so I told Zach to go check her out. And I was walking back to my car, and then her friend stopped me asking for her, if she gave me my number for her. I was like, no, I kind of want to meet the chick before I give my number out. And I looked, she's like, oh, there she is. And I'm like, oh crap, because she's walking with Zach, and it's the same girl I just told Zach to go talk to. I'm like,
I was pissed. I was
Really?
like, you didn't have to answer that. Well, actually, I saw it on the Tennessee Tattoo Forum first, and I asked Sean about it, and they hired me. I am a body piercer and a tattoo apprentice.
Excuse me.
I feel like I'm going deaf.
Did you eat anything today? I'm sorry, this is amusing to me. Excited you got your lip pierced now?
Mm-mm.
And that's the thing. That's not how it is for you. Sad.
I think if if a girlfriend wants steady, then you should. Oh yeah.
But don't most girlfriends want steady?
Am I abnormal? It's a lot different. Like I worked in a clothing store. And you know, you sell people clothes, you know they're coming in to buy clothes. Whereas in a tattoo shop, people want to get a tattoo, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in this shop. So it's all in what you can help them come up with as an idea. If they like it, they'll get it here. If not, they won't. If you're rude to somebody, they're not going to stay here and take it. I mean, we get lots of customers that say, well, I went to this shop and they were so rude that I'm never going there again, so I'm coming here now. And you know, you lose business, you gain business. You know, people that want to be difficult and have attitudes, and if you can't help them find what they want and they get angry, you know, just anywhere you go, customer service. You have to pay attention to detail. You can't have your head up your ass. You have to know how to talk to people, because like, you're the front, like in a restaurant, you have the front of the store in the back, and the kitchen being in the back. So you're pretty much the face, the customer service. You have to, because if somebody's not comfortable coming in here, talking to you or throwing around ideas, or you know, you're gonna lose people. And I've gone into many shops where as soon as you walk in, nobody says a word to you. So you're standing there like, I kind of need some help over here, and you know, if you're not willing to do that, which a lot of people aren't, then yeah, you're gonna get canned quick. To always know what's going on, who's getting what, if they paid, if they didn't pay, stuff like that.
The guy didn't have any paperwork.
What guy?
No money. The guy just tattooed. There's no paperwork on him and no money collected.
I didn't know. You know, you're waiting on artists to draw stuff, and they do, and then they get so carried away with talking to the person, and if I don't know a price, I'm not doing paperwork yet. And I've had customers that sat down in the chair, started to get tattooed, and I'm walking back there and like, hey, you didn't pay, I need you to fill out this paperwork for me, and he gives me money. That's happened a couple times. They slide by. I love this job, always have.
Really, the 3 apprentices we have down here are probably some of the best apprentices I've seen in the company. Not just like actual tattooing wise, but like Pup himself, like for example, works really hard. Probably works a lot harder than any of the other apprentices I've met so far. Chosen one at first have a whole lot of potential.
I've gotten to see them improve a lot since I've been here, which is pretty cool. They get away with a lot more nowadays than back then, and they have a little more freedom and leeway to do pretty much, you know, what they want instead of doing dumb stuff. Like they can pretty much be pretty creative on their own instead of do all this Cherry Creek Flash type stuff. So it's pretty cool.
The rabbit feels like home. I feel like maybe I should get my mail sent here now. I love it. Everybody has their own shop in the world, and I think this is mine.
Really enjoy working with them. All 3 of us have a total different style. I think we all have a different way we want to take our artistic skills. First is crazy with color. I don't understand it. You know, I don't even know where he gets it. It looks like a coloring book exploded or something, what he does.
I look at them almost as like, well, Pup's older than me, but at the same time I still look at them all as brothers, you know. It may just be me being nice, but I don't really look at it as competition. I look at them more of you know, somebody to help rather than compete with. You know, because they'll help me out and I'll help them out. We don't make a lot of money as it is, but at the same time we all take care of each other, and then we all try to help each other as best we can, as long as it's not the blind leading the blind, you know?
Mr. Purse is a great artist. Really obnoxious colors, but great artist. Jonathan, I've seen him do good things. Pup, nicest guy in the world. Sam, amazing person. Other than that, it's just really, sometimes people butt heads, but other than that, we're all family up here.
I actually like it down here. I don't feel like I'm just that extra guy. Like at All-American, there's like so many people you got to compete with that are way better than you. And down here I can actually kind of make a name. And I've also learned a whole lot since I'm down here. When I came down here I kind of sucked. Learned a lot from Dub. Just like the freehanding thing. Like I didn't freehand anything before I came down here. But him and Sean got me to freehand a bunch of different stuff. Just been picking up things from everybody. Kind of, I guess, new school or neo-traditional. Mostly that. Do a lot of gypsies, things like that.
He's funny. He's very quiet, but when he does say something, it's really off the wall, like wizard. They can't even do that.
Zach's pretty chill. Like, it's really, I don't know, he really doesn't have any problems or anything. He's just laid back guy, keeps to himself, you know.
I mean, it's the fact that everybody treats everyone like family for the most part. Probably couldn't ask for a better boss, like, family-wise. Like, he gave me and my brother both the opportunity to be here. A lot of cool people, even the ones I butt heads with are still kind of cool. I want to branch out and do different styles other than traditional. I don't know really what it falls under, but I like doing robots. I don't want to do like more like really old vintage looking robot things, not necessarily traditional, but like realistic old robots. I don't know, hopefully I want to get to the point where like I'm good enough to where I can just kind of nitpick between what I want to do. It was actually a Derek Noble drawing originally, but I did this like rotting gypsy girl in this arm, like this girl's arm from shoulder to elbow. I mean, honestly, I'm on the road so much. I live like an hour away, so I'm usually driving to work or at work. When I get home, I'm usually tired, go to sleep or play games, one of the two. That's pretty much it. Oddly enough, work entertains me the most, as I live out in the middle of nowhere, so there's nothing to really do except for like either go skateboarding or ride bikes, but the cops don't like that. And usually running late. I've been doing better about that, staying on time now. Messed the interview the first time though.
Yeah. This is the second interview meeting.
Yeah, I forgot about it though.
For the record.
Terrible memory. Man, they vary so much. You got the ones that are weird, the ones that are just creepy and quiet, then you got the cool ones. It just varies. One of the things I noticed is really bad is that like there are things that are impossible to tattoo, but people don't really comprehend that sometimes. Like there are some things that are just too small, they're literally impossible to do that size. And also you get people that get mad at the pricing. What they don't understand is like we gotta price that way because our time is money. It's how we make money. If we don't do the pricing, we don't make money and we don't get food at the end of the week. My dad, he was actually the second of the three of us to start tattooing. My brother started first, then my dad. He just does it kind of as a recreational thing, but he's a crazy old dude. Short, built like on Schwarzenegger, messing along, rides motorcycles and fights.